I had the opportunity to really improv and kind of build out the story a little bit with little moments and find her heartbeat, which was, such an experiment at times. And it wasn't until I watched the movie where I finally sat there and I was like, okay, it works. Like, thank God.
Thank you so much for taking the time today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Likewise.
I loved this movie so much. I laughed, I cried, I cheered.
Yeah.
What was it about Nimona that made you want to be a part of it?
Oh my gosh. I think there's so many reasons that I fell in love with the character of Nimona and this story. I think she's someone that really stands up for what she believes in no matter what, and kind of unabashedly. She is exactly who she wants to be when she wants to be it. The story has such a great message to it and such a great core. And while that's all happening and while, you kind of understand the messaging, it's just so fun. And it's kind of right out of the gate, throws you right into the throes of it all. And it's just so exciting to watch.
Yeah. And it's 100% right now on Rotten Tomatoes. How does that feel?
I mean, really good. I don't think it's, every day that happens, especially with a film that, does have really strong messaging and stands up for what it believes in. And I think that's why people are, I think, really gravitating towards it is because it's so honest. It's so honestly itself.
Are you like Nimona personally in any way?
Yeah, I mean, I think that she's, maybe a little bit more of an anarchist than I am. She's like down to take down, any of the ideals that are there before. And she kind of like hits the pavement in a hardcore way. And I just really admire that in her. And I think she's probably a little bit more punk than I am, but I'm trying.
Did you get to improvise at all? Because it just sounds like you're having the time of your life voicing her.
Yeah, for sure. I think that was one of the most exciting parts of working with Nick and Chloë, the directors. They were really upfront in the beginning about, the high highs and the low lows and kind of how big they wanted to go with Nimona and how unafraid they were of going to those extents with her. And so I had the opportunity to really improv and kind of build out the story a little bit with little moments and find her heartbeat, which was, such an experiment at times. And it wasn't until I watched the movie where I finally sat there and I was like, okay, it works. Like, thank God.
Yeah. What was your reaction when you first saw the finished movie? Because it was a journey to get here.
Yeah, it was, several years. I think we started recording, I want to say in 2019, and then we recorded throughout the pandemic. And, the movie was lost for a little while once Big Sky got shuttered, which was so sad. And we were heartbroken that it might not, see the light of day. But to see it kind of come through that and find its home at Netflix with Annapurna, it's the perfect home. And in my opinion, having this on a streaming service that is so wide across, so many countries and so many homes, that is, in my opinion, the perfect home for it.
Yeah. What do you think it is about Nimona that made it persevere through all of that?
I think the story of this movie, withstanding all of the things that tried to, keep it basically in the dark, is so similar to the story of Nimona. She withstands any kind of criticism. She stands up for what she believes in. And this movie did that unabashedly. And it found a home that, it can kind of thrive in its own way. So I think it's, it really is a story about the underdog, no matter what.
I loved this film so much. Congratulations. And I really can't wait for the world to see it.